I am dannymusic, and welcome to Hatris. We've just seen a bunch of Tetris runs, and if you're wondering what the Tetris creator did after Tetris, well, they made a bunch of other Tris games, one of which was Hatris. I am joined in person by my hat assistants, Clinkit and Basunify. You'll see what their bid is for the Hatris IRL incentive very shortly. In addition to that, I am joined virtually by my commentators Jawsomesauce and darthplagal.
Hello.
Hey there.
Cool. And with that, I'll take it away, and I'll let the commentators go on and explain some of the basics of the run. So we'll start in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go.
Good luck, Danny. So yeah, like Danny was saying, Hatris is created by the creator of Tetris, Alexei Pajitnov, who's up there on the top. More on that later. The point here of this any percent shop 0 run is that Danny is going to work through the 10 levels from shop 0 to 9. In order to clear a level, he has to clear 15 stacks of hats. He will clear a stack of hat by stacking 5 of the same hats vertically. The hats are dropping from the top of the screen in pairs. Each pair is going to consist of any combination of hats that is currently in play. The game has 6 types of hats in all. Thankfully, they do not all get unleashed at the same time. Danny is dealing with 3 right now. There's this very tall top hat, as well as the white cowboy hats and the orange baseball caps. We're going to see 3 other types of hats get introduced over the course of the run, one at a time in future levels. All 6 of these hats are different heights. They all stack differently, and that matters a lot. So Danny will be using his knowledge of how tall they are and how they stack in order to go about things in the best way possible.
Yeah.
And it's going to be great.
All right, now that we've hit our first hat shop cleared, we got a hat on the head. That's part of Hatris IRL. So because you all have very graciously donated, we're going to be seeing a total of 15 hats on top of my head throughout the course of me playing the game. All right, yeah. But now we're on hat shop number 1. Can you continue to talk about what's different in hat shop number 1?
Sure. So you might have noticed that we've got those same 3 hats as before, but now there's this very tiny little bowler or derby hat has been thrown into the mix. He's just a little guy. When we talk about how they're all different heights, they are really all different heights. That one, I believe, is only 8 pixels tall. And so, as you can see, they nest really nicely inside each other. And that can be very useful, and we'll be seeing this particular combination of hats for the next couple of rounds until we start to see another super tall, super pointy, super triangular party or wizard hat appear in shop 3. This might also be a good time to point out that we're using some 0 indexing for you programmers out there. This is actually that was the second round that Danny's cleared. He's now moved into shop 2, which is actually the 3rd round. And the game is also using the word shop in a few different ways at once. You might be wondering, why is he in shop 2 if the category is shop 0? That means that he's actually going to do shops 0 through 9. If he were to go on past shop 9, he would enter shop 10, which is the first shop of shop 1. Don't think about it too much. The point is we've got 10 levels here, and it's going to be a real good time. But I think we've got some Jaws, our friend Jaws here has said he's prepared some fun hat facts and some questions for everybody. So I know chat loves some facts.
Oh, please give us facts. Yes.
So in honor of the World Series that's been going on in the 19th century, baseball umpires wore top hats. So you see those top hats there; they all belong to baseball umpires a few hundred years ago.
So classy.
And that Christmas hat now belongs to Danny.
Yeah.
Naturally.
One thing to mention here, too, is that in the lower right corner, you see the word turbo. The turbo is totally usable in the speedrun, and it just helps speed up a couple things. Darth, you want to talk about kind of what the turbo difference is?
Sure. So it speeds up. One thing you might be wondering is this game speeding up as it goes like Tetris and related games? Yes, it is. But also turbo speeds the whole thing up to begin with, which is nice for a speedrun. More importantly, though, for the speedrun is that it's removing an animation that would otherwise take place in normal mode. So we talked about Alexei there up top. That down there at the bottom, that's Vladimir. They each have a function. You can see their little headshots popping up in the corner. We can talk about that in a second. But if Danny was not playing on turbo mode, Vladimir would run off with each of the hat stacks as it gets cleared, which is it's a really cute, really adorable animation. It does take up some time, so when we got to go fast, it's better to not have that happen.
I think it's really cute that the developers self-inserted themselves into the game.
I mean, goals, frankly. Right, yeah.
Just as a quick
goals?
Note. Oh, yes? Go ahead. Please.
Oh no, just super quickly. There's a comment in chat talking about splitting the hats. Anytime one hat makes contact with the stack that it's making contact with, the other hat will split off and it can be moved horizontally across the board. So you can decide where you want to put a second one, but it needs to be able to clear the top of the hat immediately that it's actually trying to cross over, and that's a huge reason why the height and the stacking matters. But anyway, sorry, Satan, you were saying.
No, totally fine. First of all, I just want to mention that did they just become vampires? Is that what happened?
Yep. That is the thing. Yep. Yeah, we see a different set of customers for each of the levels, just to mix things up and make sure you know that you are on a different level. So there might be some faces you recognize in there as well.
So this shop serves all types of clientele, living or dead.
Mm-hmm. I suppose they were invited in properly.
Yes. Yeah. Into the shop.
What else we're inviting is donations towards Lambda Legal, like this $50 donation from Musical Daredevil, who says, "Can you use a hat as a trombone thinking emoji?" A trombone mute. Sorry, thinking emoji. Shout out to the hat coordinators.
Nice.
Awesome. Thanks, Musical Daredevil. Also, hi.
Also, that donation did go towards that bonus DLC set list, which we are at 460 out of the 2,000 that we need on that to get that added to the Rift of the Necrodancer run. And we are also working towards that milestone at 17K for the Survivor bonus song, which we are only about 600 away from. Chat, can we get some hat donations in? Every $100 was a hat. It's not anymore because we have all of the hats, but maybe we can get some virtual hats? $100 per hat?
I like donate hats.
Speaking of hats, what I want to know is that if you were all forced to wear only one hat forever, what would it be? If you had to wear a hat and you're stuck with it, what hat would it be?
Chat can also participate in this question.
Yeah. Oh yes. Please do participate. Chat is like at all times forever, Jaws.
Whenever you want to wear a hat, you only get to pick one.
Oh, I see. Gonna have to think about that one. Something comfortable.
I'm a big fan of the baseball cap. Although I'm not necessarily like, I wouldn't always wear that as a baseball cap. It could be a baseball cap that's like, I have a good Zelda themed baseball cap that I like.
Nice. Yeah,
baseball caps are the most selling hat too. That's another my fun fact on the list here. The number one selling hat this year was the New York Yankees baseball cap for some reason. So
go figure, it'd be the Yankees.
Yeah. So yeah, now that we're into Shop 5, Danny's been dealing with these super pointy hats that we mentioned before for a little while. Fun fact, impress your friends. As much as they and the top hats look like they are the same height, they are actually 4 pixels apart. And there's 1 pixel separating the cowboy hats and the baseball caps, which doesn't sound like a lot, but it can be because they stack a little bit differently every time. And then that affects, like we were saying before, your ability to get a hat over other hats. So you will have noticed by now that Danny has very deliberately stacked up the first and last columns. That's intentional. The goal here is to get through these hat stacks as fast as he can, but this is what he's doing there is, as much as possible, trying to give those super tall hats a safe place to go. In this game is RNG based, like we were saying, but ideally you would want to avoid building up a super tall stack in the middle in order to make sure that those as you need your second hat, once it detaches to cross over the hats in the middle, you would want to make sure that it's able to do that. So that's a very common strategy that works really well.
The game throws enough hats at you that eventually you're going to find pretty much any possible combination of hats, so you have to really be ready for just about anything.
Yeah. Right, and we are into level 6. We now have all 6 hats in play. The 6th hat is the crown. We said before that they don't always stack nicely. The crown is the one that does not stack nicely. It doesn't nest at all. As you can see, we're just adding the full height of one crown onto the next crown. The strategy here that Danny's using is to try to keep them in the second or second last columns, just because they can get built up pretty high very quickly. He's also called down Alexi there. You sort of earn the ability to bring in your helpers as you clear different combinations of hats in the game. Alexi will come down from the top of the screen and can remove up to 5 hats from the bottom of any stack, which is super helpful if one of your tall stacks is getting a little precariously high or too close for comfort. And Vladimir down at the bottom can switch the order of any two of the columns. You can also, though, like Danny's done a couple of times, used to great effect, you can bring them in, send them right back. It will cancel out whatever hat combination was about to fall. So, like in any RNG-based game, you might end up in a situation where everything is actually looking really good and looks exactly the way you want it to look, and then it starts to throw curveballs at you, and that's a great way to leverage that feature to stop it from doing things you don't want it to messing up a situation that's actually looking pretty good.
Right now, this is looking pretty great. This is going okay. Oh, I went a little quickly there. Gonna give a little time for our hat assistants to put extra hats for the IRL.
Nice.
Danny's making
That
this look
stack's looking tall.
Danny's making this look really easy, and he's going very fast. But I will say, this is a very chill game if you want it to be. Like it's fun to just relax. The music's good.
It's great.
You know, it's something a lot of us never even heard of until it was in a Big 20 this year, and it became like a fan favorite for sure in terms of just retro runners just wanting to play Hatris. So it's definitely something you should pick up and try. Even if you're like me, I don't like puzzles too much. They're not good for my brain, but but I had a great time with this one.
Yeah, it's really fun. It's really just nice to pick up, nice to play, nice to have on. Definitely recommend it if you're, like Jaws said, into puzzle games or not. It's definitely worth a try.
And it's super forgiving.
We all became big fans. Yeah.
Exactly. It's super forgiving too. If you were to somehow fail the level, you can start from the same shop level. So you know, Danny's not, but if he needed to do shop 8 again, he could start right from shop 8, not back from 0.
Yeah.
So it's fun.
Yeah, we're already in shop 8. There is going to be one shop after this one. He's about to clear this one out.
There,
we were talking about the crowns earlier, by the way. We've got another chime in perhaps on that favorite hat or only one hat forever question.
Nice.
We've got $75 from Dallas who says, crowned the runner.
Nice.
Well, that's what we're doing.
Yeah, this is the final level. Danny set this up amazingly. Really great run, really clean run here. Maintaining his that setup that he worked really hard to build earlier. There's going to be a point in this level as he gets closer and closer to that 0 mark where maintaining that and preserving that is going to be less important. This is the last stage of the run. If you were to continue on, there is actually a separate leaderboard category for shops 0 through 5, which is 60 levels of hat stacking fun. It takes much longer, obviously, but this category is going to end here. It's got quite an active leaderboard. A lot of people have picked it up after the Big 20. The 3 of us, Danny and Jaws and myself, are all on it. It was really fun to work on times for that, and
And since we're at the end of the run. We have the incentive to get stacked up to 15 hats, and hat stackers, feel free to get us up to that total. Yeah, put all the hats on to close it out.
Hats.
Very nice. Time is when that counter hits 0, which it will as soon as we hit the next stack of 5.
If I can just get... There we go. And time.
GG! Excellent. Outstanding run. So many
There we
hats.
go. Let's go.
Wow.
Yes.
Look
yes.
at that stack. Thank
Well
you for
done,
donating towards Lambda Legal for this chat.
Yes, amazing. Yes, GG Clinkin and Basunify on real life Hatris as well.
And your last fun fact before we get out of here is, see that Vikings hat on top? You'll be amazed to know that Vikings didn't actually have horns on their hat. Those came before the Vikings. So Bugs Bunny and all those, they've ruined our history forever. So anyway, thanks so much for letting us be here today.
Yeah, thank you. This was great.
Where can chat find all of you if they'd like to see more?
Sure. I'm on Twitch at twitch.tv/dannymusic. Also on YouTube on the same. Most of what I do on YouTube is music-related content. You can also find me with the Game Brass and helping out with the charity marathon Zeldathon.
Yeah, you should definitely check out the Game Brass. They're awesome.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, trombone. Trombone hat. To answer that question from earlier, it looks like you definitely can use hats as a mute.
Yeah.
So.
We learned so much today. This has been amazing. Very nice. Very nice.
And I'm Jawsomesauce, and catch me in the mornings streaming twitch.tv/Jawsomesauce.
Yeah, I'm twitch.tv/darthplagal. I'm also very privileged to mod for both Danny and Jaws, so when you check them out, I will see you there.
Possibly with hats.
Quite possibly with hats, yeah.
Yeah, thanks so much. This was a really fun game. This is a really fun run. I'm really excited that we were able to get up to all 15 hats. Thanks a lot to the GD Queer staff for having me on, and keep donating and raising money for Lambda Legal.